Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the sign of Cancer. If your moon or your ascendant sit in the sign of Cancer, I'm going to give you predictions for the entire year of 2024. So get ready. Now, I want you to know that you have to be listening to your Vedic sidereal positions, not your tropical Western. So if you don't know that, then you're in luck, because you can go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. And when you go there, remember, I have a free chart calculator. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on that and you're going to put in all your data and scroll to the very bottom, and there you're going to see your AS, which is your ascendant, or your MO, which is your moon, and listen to those two signs. The ascendant tells you what's actually happening, but the moon will tell you how you're feeling. It's just as important. Don't kid yourself. So important, and rules things that will be happening in your life as well. So while you're there at my website, galacticcenter.org, remember to check out all the things I'm offering, particularly sign up for my free newsletter. You'll get all of my predictions delivered to your email address absolutely free, as well as check out my Patreon page. There you're going to get amazing discounts and connections to me weekly live. You're going to love it. Go to Patreon, Joni Patry. Now, with all of this, let's dig in and let's see what the year of 2024 is going to be for Cancer. So if your moon sign or your ascendant sit in Cancer, then this whole past year and continuing on till May, between now and May of 2024, you're still looking at some exciting events happening with your work and your career. So there's been some changes, some positive changes with your work, your career, your social standing, where you stand, and you feel like you really have enjoyed your position and or your work. Maybe you've just changed jobs, maybe you've had opportunities, maybe you've had some type of, well, let's just say some accolades, or maybe you've had some raises, promotions. All of these things are what's going on for the sign of Cancer all the way up until May. Now, another thing is Saturn has been in your 8th house. So there's been a lot that you've been questioning about yourself, about who you are. And this is a good year to get psychoanalysis, to get some kind of therapist or therapy to better understand what's motivating you, what your life's been about. Sometimes we just need an objective viewpoint of ourselves, because Saturn will do the work. It's in the 8th house, which deals with research, analysis, but most of all, self-analysis. It's time to really look into things that are blocking you, holding you back. This is a great time to discover who you really are. This is fantastic. Another thing is you're very serious about doing the research into projects that interest you the most. And chances are, if you keep up with it, you're going to find answers. That's what I want you to know. Lots and lots of answers are coming your way this year. So let me continue on with looking at Rahu and Ketu. So Rahu has just entered your 9th house, and Ketu has just entered the 3rd. With Rahu in your 9th, you're looking for all sorts of new ways to learn. You want to take classes. You've been reading more. You've been studying more. Everything is kind of opened up in terms of new information, and spirituality has become more of a focus. You really want to understand more of the rhyme and reason of why we're here. and your spiritual philosophies and philosophies out there in the world. Another thing is you're loving traveling. You're wanting to travel the world to see more places you haven't been in a long time. Your feel for adventure is opening up. This is fantastic. And you might be thinking, I want to go back to school. I want to study new things, things I haven't completed. Now's the time to do it. You might find also you could find a spectacular, really meaningful teacher. But be careful, because sometimes with Rahu in the ninth, you could get pulled into people that could make you dependent on them. Don't fall for that. Remember, teachers are there to empower you, not to make them dependent on them. So that's one thing you have to be a little careful of. Now, if your father's still alive, there may be something that comes up where you got to focus and come together with him and figure things out. Rahu is extremes, and maybe your father's acting in an extreme way, or maybe he might need help. Be aware. Issues around father are very, very important. Now, the ninth house, in terms of your truths, I gotta say, you're looking beyond to the deeper aspects of the truth. And as I said before, this will deal with your spiritual truths of what you've been searching for. You feel like your life's changed, the laws, what you believe, and they have. You're growing spiritually. This is a quest throughout this year. Now, with Ketu being in your third house, if you're in lower school education, things like that, you want to aspire to something much higher than where you've been, because it just seems like something's missing in your education or in your learning, and you want more out of it. So you're going to some higher level of classes, things that are more meaningful and apply to your life, rather than things that you've been having to study and it doesn't apply to your life. So you're going to be letting that go. Now, another thing is you might feel like you're having to travel more on road trips or just simply commuting. And that's getting kind of old, but you know, it is what it is. You got to get places, and you're spending more time in the car going places. Now, at the same time, if you have brothers or sisters, and specifically younger ones, you're going to find that they may be an issue or a problem. You've got to understand where they're coming from, possibly help them if you can, but they're probably being a victim and they're probably being a problem. And don't let them drain you too much of your resources and your energy. But helping them in a constructive, compassionate way is important, because they may be experiencing some hardship and difficulty and some losses. So be aware of that, losses through brothers and sisters, or more specifically, if you're trying to figure out which one, it's probably a younger one. So you might find that you've kind of lost some of your willpower, your courage, your drive, your ambition. And if this is the case, then you're meant to look deeper into spiritual aspects of yourself, not so much about achievement, making yourself more and more successful. It's time to be more spiritual and look into that. That will be your motivation, and that will help you proceed and be stronger and more successful through going the spiritual route. Now, starting May, Jupiter is going to move into your 11th house. And the 11th house deals with friends, groups, and organizations. So you're going to find that this is the time that, well, I got to say, this is the time that you're going to be meeting new people, new friends, new associates, more social events. Go for it. And remember, it's who you hang out with that is going to make a difference as to the opportunities that are presented to you. Hang out with people that are what you want to be like, because if you don't, you're going to hang out with the wrong crowd and you're not going to achieve your goals or your dreams. Jupiter in the 11th means powerful people, influential people that can really help you, benefit you. Plus, you'll have a lot of fun with them. You know, when you go to work, here's what my motto is: make friends, be friendly, and have a good time. If you do that, you're going to have a great time in the workplace and meet great people that will energize you and motivate you and help you most of all. New friendships are on the horizon, but amazing and exciting new friends, new organizations that are very exciting, especially after June, because Jupiter and Uranus will be in your 11th house from June of 2024 through June of 2025. Uranus will be there for 7 years, but still, Jupiter will activate this Uranus to be meeting exciting, new, fun-filled people that you're going to be doing new events with. How exciting is that? So one last thing, going back to Rahu and Ketu, since Rahu is in the 9th house of the father and Ketu is in the 3rd house of brothers and sisters, realize that there's an issue that the father could bring you together with your siblings, or your siblings could make you come together with your father in some respect. And if your father's no longer here, you'll find memories and connections and things will come about concerning your father and siblings. It's kind of tied in together in many, many respects. And remember, this is a year that you can get in touch with who you really are, and career opportunities in the first part of the year are amazing. Your life is changing rapidly, and this is a very exciting year for the sign of Cancer. So with that, I think I'll close. If you would like more information on learning astrology, I have my university is about to start. Semester 1, February 7th. Go to universityofvedicastrology.com and become my student. Thank you.